I told you to be careful. I told you keep your guard up and watch what you say. I told you there'd be people that could make you trip just standing in place. You didn't believe anything that I said. When they came, you were not prepared. Then it all fell right on your head. Now you're lying in this bed. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. There's trouble all around you. You may not always see it, but it's still there. It may even be someone you thought that you could trust, who's got you misled. You didn't believe anything that I said. Gotta have eyes in the back of your head. Now it's so sad and you have regret, cause you went and did that bread. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know. You got yourself in a rabbit hole.
You are together, Kyla. After Miss Ruby Amafu. I don't have copyright for the music, guys. But you know I love her. I love her music. It's so smoothing.
You didn't believe anything that I said. When they came, you were not prepared. Then it all fell right on your head. Now you're lying in your bed. You've got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you...
Hello. How you guys doing? Welcome to Afternoon Talk with your Sister Gladys Pierre, guys. I am so happy to be with you on this Tuesday. That we're almost at the end of the year. My goodness, the year went by so fast. There's so much stuff happened, right? To me, to the world, to everything coming out to the light. 2024. We're so glad 2024 about to be over, guys. I'm so happy to be with you on this Tuesday, December 17th. I am so happy to be with you. Of course, I brought another subject for you guys, which is very, very interesting. We was listening to Miss Ruby Amafu. Like I said before, I don't have copyright for this music, but I just love her. I love the content of her music. I think she is great. I'm plugging her right now, guys. I'm plugging her. I hope you guys listen to her because her songs are very, very meaningful and also beautiful, right? Okay, today I have another subject for you guys. Is be careful of marriage deception. Be careful of marriage deception, because there's a lot of things going on, especially right now with what's going on with immigration, with what's going on with President Trump being elected as the future president of the US. There's so much stuff going on. I hear so much gossip. I hear so much talking. My friends are calling me and say, listen, Gladys, talk about this because it's very important. A lot of people get into situation, if you know what I mean, that they're not supposed to get into. So let's talk about this conversation. Be careful of marriage deception. I'm gonna just bring the intro and I'm gonna get back at you so we can finish discuss this conversation today. Okay?
Well, it's been the longest day. You wish you could hit erase, but you aren't lucky that way. Oh no, nobody's lucky that way. But I want you to stop where you are. I want you to hear your heart, 'cause that's how you stay on par. Oh yeah, no need to raise the bar when you're feeling low. Oh, you gotta breathe. Let it go and let it be. Yeah, I hope that you're listening. There's only one thing you know you gotta do. That's breathe.
Yes. All you have to do is breathe. Welcome back, guys. And like I said before, I'm so happy to be with you today. And we are talking about marriage deception. For you guys to be careful. Don't forget that I made this show especially for the ladies, so I can encourage you guys and also tell you guys about what's going on in the world, because some of us don't know what's going on, especially if you don't watch TV, if you're not a person that have time to watch TV, if you don't have a lot of friends. So sometimes you don't really know what's going on. So today I wanted to open this topic with you guys about be careful of marriage deception. Faites attention avec série de moun jodi bien aimé k'ap fait série de mariage tromperie, on paquet mariage tromperie ou pense que ça arrive ou pense que dans mariage avec un moun n'a propose vraiment li d'amour et comme c'est like you the girl for them, and then c'est pas vrai, c'est affaire ou après régler, especially right now. While we're dealing with this immigration crisis, well, for some it's a crisis, but for others it's like, okay, it's immigration situation that we all know it's a crisis with the flooding of illegal immigrants that come into the country. There's so many people with the Biden programs. So a lot of people has entered the country. So a lot of people right now, from what I'm hearing from my friends, from people that I'm close with, and that know other people that's already dealing with those kind of type of situation, is a lot of people looking to stay in the country, looking for a green card, or looking to like marry somebody, whether they like them or not, just so they can stay in the country. So my job as your sister, as your friend, is to tell you guys to be careful. Be careful. And I'm telling myself that, okay? I'm even telling myself that. As you guys know, I'm nearly divorced. So I'm looking for a man too. Right? I'm looking for a man too. So me, myself, I got to be careful. So I'm telling you guys to be careful. So before I get into the conversation, I want to talk about the definition of the word deception. Okay, the biblical, not biblical, but the definition from the dictionary of the word deception is the action of deceiving someone. It's an action of deceiving someone. Another word you could use for deception, another definition you could use is the act of causing someone to accept as true or valid what is false or invalid. It's like you telling somebody a story. You tell them that, oh, I love you, I want to be with you, I like you, I think you're great, I'm looking for someone to spend my life with, but that's not the truth. Yeah, you have an agenda, you have something else that you want, right? So that's what is a deception. So I want to make it very clear. Okay, I want to make it very clear before I go any further. I understand why people want to be in America. Okay, I'm in America, you in America. I understand that. It's a great place to be. It's a land of opportunity. It has given me opportunity, and so does my family, and so it has given a lot of people an opportunity. But you should, when enter into a marriage, you should not enter into a marriage just because you want a green card or just because you want to stay in the US. And to tell you the truth, there's a lot of that going on right now. A lot of that going on right now. A lot of people getting married, getting into a relationship because they want to stay in the US. That's great if you talk to the person about it. If it's a woman, if you let that woman know, listen, this is what's going on. I want this, that, 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 that. But when you pretend to show that person love and care, pretend like you love that person, deceive that person into a relationship, it is wrong. It is wrong to do that. So it's so important. I'm telling all my ladies, all my sisters, to please be careful during this time, because there's a saying that said desperate people do desperate measure. When someone is desperate, when someone is like looking for a way out, they'll do just about anything if they don't have morals. So I am encouraging you today to be careful of the kind of people that you deal with during this crisis. Entre parenthèses, right? When I want to talk about, like, especially our people, the Haitian people, because I only know who I know, which is the Haitian people. I know 90% of the Haitian people that come to America are looking for a better life, are looking for them to have a better life, because it's very hard right now in Haiti. As a missionary that goes to Haiti every year, I know how hard it is. I know how difficult it is to see children on the streets cannot eat, to see children in the streets that do not go to school, that don't have a father or mother to look after them. It's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. And you have to see those children. Yes, you might feed them for a day. You might give them a few dollars for a day or two. That's not good enough. So I can understand why a lot of my people, Haitian people, I am, thank God I'm a US citizen, but I'm saying my Haitian descent, are fleeing the country to come to America to look for a better life. 90% of them, that's exactly what they are doing. We are hard worker. We're the one that take care of the elderly. We take care of your yard. We take care of your babies. Like, we love to be here. We think we have an opportunity. And if I had one thing to say to President Trump, to elect President Trump, is to have compassion when you think of the Haitian people, because 90% of them that come to America, that's fleeing Haiti, are simply looking for a better life. They're not here to commit crime. They're not here to abuse or rape or kill anybody. They simply running from a difficult, very difficult situation they find themselves in without their own doing. But we have to say there's the other 10% or maybe 5% that's have a wicked heart, that's willing to do whatever it takes, being deception, being deceptive to others, pretend, different type of things like that. So when I say that, I do understand why people would like to stay here. Because number one, safety reasons. Number two, economy. You have a better opportunity to go to work, to go to school. If you have children, to make sure your kid have a better opportunity. I understand that. But when it comes to marriage supposed to be something secret, something private, something personal, and something that comes from God. You cannot enter a marriage just so you could stay in America or just so you can have a green card. You should never do that. Because when you do that, God have a way of allowing whatever you're looking for not to come forth, because you're doing it out of deception. You're doing it out of wickedness. I think it's better if you have a conversation with someone and say, look at my situation. I'm dealing with this and I would like your help. Or how can you help me? And at least let the person know what's going on. But when you pretend, when you deceive that person into believing you really care for them, or you really love them, you really want to be in a relationship with them, just so you can have a green card, just so you can stay in the US, that is unforgivable. So that's why I wanted to come up with this conversation today and tell my sisters and brothers, because it's not just women that deal with that, men dealing with that too. I know people that go to different countries and marry somebody, bring them into the country, thinking that they in love, they have children, blah blah blah. Come to find out the person they really care for them. The person betrayed them at first chance that they get. Listen, I understand, like I said before, why everybody wants to come to America. I understand. I understand. Because it is the land of opportunity. And everybody that say it doesn't are hypocrites or ingrates. Because even if people saying that, oh, they don't want to be here, they lying. Let's say for a second you send them packing. You're like, oh, go back to your country. They will not want to do that. So I can understand and I sympathize. And I am, grateful not only to be here, but to those that come here with a good intents to work and better their lives. And I pray that God gives them the opportunity to do that. But to those that come with a wicked mind to use people, to deceive people, in order for them to stay here, I think they should get the hell out. I think those people are the kind of people that President-elect Trump should be going after, which he talk about the people that commit crimes, that's not here for the right reason. But those who are here to better their lives and better the life of their family, I think they should have a chance to do that, especially if they were willing to contribute to the American economy, American workforce, American school system, and so on and so forth. So I am encouraging you guys to please be careful, my ladies, because the man could be good looking, handsome guy. He sees you, he like you, he talk to you, he tells you how wonderful you are. He wants to be with you, but it's not for the right reason. And you should never get into a marriage for the wrong reason. Not only it won't last, but it's not good for your life. Because what the person doesn't understand is that when you do that, you're not only messing with that person's life, but you're messing with a person's emotions, a person's value, a person's dignity. You're using somebody. You're using somebody to benefit what you want, what you need, without the care of what can happen to that person's life. I think it's completely wrong. So I'm telling you, ladies, to please be careful. Be careful, especially at this time, to make sure that you know if you're talking to someone or if someone is in your life, what do they really want? Do they really want to be with you, or do they want something else? Is there another agenda? Be careful. That's all I can say. Because as your sister and as someone that's in the community, that's listening, that's having conversation with other people, this is what everybody talking about right now. This is the conversation everybody talking about. Some people are afraid. Some people are looking for a way out, and they do not care if they use you to do that. So I want you to be alert. I want you to be alert if you're dealing with someone that do not have a green card. If you're dealing with someone that's not a U.S. citizen, I want you to be alert. I want your eyes to be open to that person, I can say, agenda, or what that person really want from you. Do they really want to be with you, or do they want to be with you because they need something from you? Okay? So be very careful. I said a lot of things, and I want you to digest all of it in. I thank you who's watching on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to take a little break, come back with certain little tips I'm going to give you on how to deal with deception. And then after that, I'll give you a little bit of what I've been doing, what's going on with me, with my book, and also with my, my mission, everything that's going on with me. I'll come back in a second. I'm going to let the intro play for a little bit, take a little break, drink some water, get back, and finish the discussion on be careful of marriage deception. All right?
Well, it's been the longest day. You wish you could hit erase, but you aren't lucky that way. Oh no, nobody's lucky that way. But I want you to stop where you are. I want you to hear your heart, 'cause that's how you stay on par. Oh yeah, no need to raise the bar when you're feeling low. Oh, you gotta breathe. Let it go and let it be. Yeah, I hope that you're listening. There's only one thing you know you gotta do. That's breathe.
Yes. Breathe. Thank you, all you guys who's watching on Facebook and on YouTube. God bless you. Merci en pile. Ou même kap gade nous sur YouTube ou bien sur Facebook. Jodi a nous t'a parlé de tromperie et be careful avec tromperie dans mariage. Pas quitter moun tromper nous, bien aimé, parce que grand pile monde journée jodi a spécialement à fait bagay immigration ça, à fait et c'est président Trump qui prend le président, tout le monde a fait tête chaud, tout le monde a levé courir, tout le monde a cherché un monde pour marier, pour arrêter dans pays qui que me comprendre, moi dit ça déjà, moi comprendre raison, mais ça pas yon raison pour utiliser yon monde et spécialement nous mettons dans tête nous les nous besoin bagay nous pas même penser de l'autre monde nous pral abuser l'autre monde nous pral utiliser l'autre monde que nous pral use là que moun son monde tout li gen émotion li gen feeling so gen c'est des bagay que pas ka faire yon l'autre monde et c'est ça que fait proverbe la dit soit pas ta même pour tête tout ou pas faire on l'autre li. Et nous, jeudi à nous, c'est ça qu'a factualité. Ça veut dire que l'important pour ou même en tant que yon fille ou bien yon garçon, parce que c'est pas seul fille, ça arrive garçon tout. Je connais un garçon qui est rentré fille, qui dépense l'argent, qui fait tout ça, capable, et puis mon deceive them, mon est trompé, vous comprenez? Après un nombre de temps, mon a investi dans yo, et mon a bail tout lui-même, et puis mon arrivé tromper. So, l'important pour nous capables gérer genre de bagages ça yo. OK. Avant même d'aller plus bien aimé, pas oublier ensemble ce Gladys Gagné, agency qui c'est Mercedes Place. Merci the home care place et agence toujours en fonction les toujours à fonctionner nos besoins clients sous qu'on est un grand monde ou un petit grand monde besoin monde qui pour occuper depuis c'est dans dans area Miami, Florida, li dans Miami-Dade, entre Miami-Dade avec West Palm Beach. So, ban mon call, fais me connaître. C'est mercedesplace.com. Ça, c'est official website là. Et pour qu'à toujours aller dans 561-719-8230. So, m'a passé un petit commercial about de agency qui toujours en fonction nos juste besoin clients et puis tous nos besoins monde qui pour travailler. Hello everyone. My name is Gladys Pierre. I would like to share with you a little bit about my agency, Messily the Home Care Place. I wanted to honor my grandmother by giving the agency her name, Messily. She raised me since I was 6 months old, all the way until I was 13 years old. Not only that, I've been a caregiver for the past 10 years. I don't only want to be a caregiver, but I wanted to take it a little bit further by opening my own agency so I can make sure the kind of people that goes into your home to take care of your family, your mothers, your fathers, and everyone that needs help. I want to supervise the quality of care that you will receive for your family members. So join us at Messily the Home Care Place, where service is guaranteed. Thank you. Yes, Messily's the Home Care Place, guys, is still in function. I need you guys to give me a call if you know, if you have an elderly person that need help, that needs somebody to take care of them, whether it's in West Palm or Miami-Dade. I have caregivers everywhere that I'm in contact with that can provide care. So the next thing I wanted to share with you guys is my book release. Okay, that ou même qui pas de chance pour là dans book release là. So I want to give you a little bit of how the book release was, comment ça t'est passé, et puis ou ka toujours order livre dans Amazon. We officially on Amazon. Si ou pas de chance pour te order livre, ou capable order sur Amazon, et puis tout ou même qui get un livre là, qui te yon commentaire sur Amazon pour nous, pour capable encourager nous, so we can become the next bestseller, right? Yes. Thank you so much to all you guys that came out and show out and came out to help me celebrate, to help me rejoice of all the goodness of the Lord. I want to thank you guys, all my friends and family, my mother, my sister that put the whole thing together. Thank you so much. For all you guys that show up and show out for me. I thank you. I appreciate you guys. I respect you guys. And until next time, I know we're going to have another book. Okay. This is not the first or the second. And it is not the last. Okay. We're going to continue to do the work as long God wants us to do it. So, c'est comme ça te yé bien aimé dans book signing là, tous amis nous qui est, tous amis nous qui remen nous, t'es là et OK, yo t'es participé et c'est un bon moment. Nous disons bon Dieu merci pour ça. Pas oublier que le livre là est available sur Amazon et puis tout moi-même tout livre là moi gel tout capable toujours email moi dans Gladys François 7 numéro 7 à gmail.com. Gladys François 7 à gmail.com. Sous ta remet que pour order copie pa, OK? So nous gen agency nous gen livre là, so pas oublier sou gon moun ki besoin moun, fait nous connaît et bon Dieu papa qui pas bé nous. OK. That's enough. Enough commercial. Let's get back to our subject. Moi t'as parlé dit que ladies be careful of marriage deception. Pas seulement filles, moi dit les garçons tout parce que c'est pas seulement filles qui moun utiliser, yo utiliser garçons tout. Ça parle de pas on ka penser ou non relation avec un moun ou un moun vraiment etc. et pourtant c'est pas vrai. The person is using you for something else. So we want to be careful the kind of people that we bring into our lives and the kind of people that we keeps in our lives, which is very important. Gen moun ki pa kè chéri, yo a fait 7 ans, 10 ans, 20 ans, 12 ans. Yo rete avant pendant 7 ans son bagay yap defon. Gen moun se acteur yo ye. Gen moun se acteur yo ye, they know how to act. Ou ka di, oh, comment moun sa fait pour tout temps ça avec moun et puis pour moun agir comme ça parce que moun son acteur, c'est un rôle li t'a joué, son acteur lié, li just pas Hollywood ou bien pas dans Hollywood, li peut arriver dans niveau ça, mais son acteur moun nan ye, li t'a pretend, li t'a deceive someone so he can get what he want or she can get what she wants, and then as soon as the person is done with you they throw you away. So you have to be very careful not to be deceived. Okay, so I want to give you a few tips on how to deal with deception. Number one, when the person deceive you, you have to confront them. Let them know you know what they did. Let them know you know what they want, what they needed, and what they did to you. Speak your voice. Let your voice open and speak. Do not pretend like everything is okay. When somebody do something to you, stand up to them. Let them know you have done this, you have done that, you hurt me, and I'm not going to deal with it. That's number one. The number two is to take your time to process your emotion. Don't let people tell you how to feel. A lot of people will tell you, well, you know, that's not a big deal. Well, no. Take your own time to deal with your emotion. Okay? Deal with your emotion. Because I know what deception is. I have been deceived. When you've been with someone and you've been married to someone for how many years, and that person turn around and betrayed you and deceive you, you need time to deal with your emotion. And whatever you decide to do after you deal with your emotion, it's up to you. It's not up to other people. Don't listen to people that's going to tell you, well, you could do this, you could do that, he's this, is that, or she this, is that. No, you know what you're dealing with. So it is up to you to deal with your emotion. Number three is to practice forgiveness, not to forget. Because when somebody do something wrong to you, you cannot forget it, but you can forgive that person. If they genuinely sorry, if the person repent, the person is sorry, the person show you remorse, you can forgive them. But when somebody don't show you remorse, when somebody don't show you that they're sorry, because they're not. It's because they're not. So you can forgive them for your own sake. It is important to forgive for your own sake. Because when you don't forgive, you hold everything in. You end up hating somebody that's living their life, eating and drinking, partying, having a good time. So you're the only person that end up hurting. So it is important to forgive because it is good for you. When you forgive, you release forgiveness, you have a better chance of focusing on rebuilding your life. But when you don't forgive, then you have all this hate inside of you, and that hate causes you to suffer. So when you forgive, it's not really for that person, it's for your own self. And forgive yourself too. Because sometimes you take the blame, you're like, oh, it's my fault. Oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Why did I do this? Forget it. Whatever decision, my mother always say to me, she's like, Gladys, if you make a decision, stand behind it. Like if you make a decision, that was your decision. You make that decision. Whatever comes with that decision, deal with it. And that's including forgiving yourself. I say number one, confront the person. Let them know you know what they're up to, you know what they're about, and you're not gonna put up with it. Yeah. And then the second thing is you take your time to process your emotion, to process what you had to deal with. And then the third time, practice forgiveness, because the forgiveness is for your own good. Because when you forgive people, listen, you can start rebuilding your life. When you let the past go, when you let the person that hurt you go, when you let the deception go, and of course, at first you're gonna be hurt, because everybody that's been betrayed will be hurt. Jesus was betrayed by Judah, and he was hurt. Jesus said, "Oh my God, you know what you're trying to do. You know what you're here to do. Go ahead and do it." Jesus was hurt because that was his friend. They was eating in the same table. It is hard. It is hard when you are being hurt by someone that you love, when you are being hurt by someone that you give your all to. It's hurtful. It's hurtful. It is terrible. It's not fun. But when that happened to you, it is good to forgive. Say, you know what? And that's my favorite saying. All things work for the better of those who love God. Everything that happened in life happened for a reason. You may not see it today, you may not see it tomorrow, but a year from now, you're going to look back at that situation and say, you know what? Thank God this happened to me. Because if it did not happen to me, it would not make me the person I am today. I wouldn't be as strong I am today. I wouldn't be the better version of myself that I am today. And I wouldn't be at this place today. Everything that happened to you in this life, it happened to better you, to strengthen you, to encourage you, to give you the next push, the next urge to be better, to be a better version of yourself that you were yesterday. So I'm encouraging you to please, please, please be careful of the kind of people you bring into your life, because some of them are very, very deceitful people. They're not truthful people. They are deceitful, they are evil, and they don't have a good intent. So, but some of them are here for the good and right reason. Want to have a better life, want to better themselves, and some of them do care when they say they do. But the 10% that don't, you have to be careful with. That was the conversation I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for you that subscribe and like. Please share to a friend. Like I said, I'm speaking more in English these days because I want the conversation to be not just for my people, but for all people, because a lot of people dealing with the same kind of situation. And I want you to be on top of your game, to be able to equip, to know what's going on in the world, and to be able to deal with it. I thank you, my sister Annette. Thank you, my mom, for watching. I know she always watching and tell me later on what did I didn't do right. Thank you for checking me. And thank you, my friend Chantel. Thank you to you all that subscribe, that like, that share to another friend. Some people tell me there's people that make a little like TikTok video. So I'm grateful for that, and I thank you. I will see you next week Tuesday for another conversation. Don't forget, today I was talking about be careful of marriage deception. Don't get into no relationship with someone without truly know their intents, without truly know what they want from you. I think the honesty is the hardest thing for people to do. But there's a saying that says honesty is the best policy. If you tell somebody the truth, you have a better chance of the person helping you, or the person really be there for you. But when you lie and the person find out you lie, you betray them, it's hard for the person to forgive you, not only forgive you, but to actually deal with you in the future. So it's better to be honest and tell the truth. And I say actually what you want, what you need. And if the person can help you, they will. But if they cannot, they won't. But instead of being deceitful, instead of being, evil and wicked, and basically being a liar and lying to the person's face while smiling in their face, and knowing that you have another agenda, another idea that you want to do to that person, or you have another deceitful intents, that's not good for the person. Okay, so I pray that you guys can be happy and be joyful in your life, and I'll see you again Saturday for another afternoon talk with your sister Gladys Pierre. I'll see you next time. God bless. I love you, and God loves you.
Well, it's been the longest day. You wish you could hit erase, but you aren't lucky that way. Oh no, nobody's lucky that way. But I want you to stop where you are. I want you to hear your heart, 'cause that's how you stay on par. Oh yeah, no need to raise the bar when you're feeling low. Oh, you gotta breathe. Let it go and let it be. Yeah, I hope that you're listening. There's only one thing you know you gotta do. That's breathe. Got yourself in a rabbit hole. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped 'cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know you got yourself in a rabbit hole. There's trouble all around you. You may not always see it, but it's still there. It may even be someone you thought that you could trust, who's got you misled. You didn't believe anything that I said. Gotta have eyes in the back of your head. Now it's so sad and you have regret, 'cause you went and did that bread. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped 'cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know you got yourself in a rabbit hole. You got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped 'cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know you got yourself in a rabbit hole.